And over the last week or so, we have kind of dived into this COVID situation and how it really ties into UcaaS and how that whole idea of business continuity was lived out over the last 3 months. And the companies that did have cloud-based communication did much better than those who were stuck at home without any kind of cloud communication, without any kind of plan. And so they cobbled together some meetings around Zoom and other sorts of video. But they're just, when it's not planned for, it doesn't come out as clean. And so that's kind of something I have a passion for. And the Cloud Communications Alliance, I'm known as the cloud evangelist. And so I get to talk about these kind of things a lot. And so watching all of this craziness happen and how we got through it is what we want to talk about today.
Why do you think that we need cloud communications today more than ever?
So the proof of it really was video conferencing. Like within a couple of days, everybody had to go home. And to try to do that over the cell phone is tedious. And this is so much better that I can see your face. I can see how you're reacting, because great communication is 90% visual. That's the latest stats on this thing. And that's why things like Zoom, what we're using right now to talk over, was so instantly popular. It was cool to be able to have that meeting with all the bodies that needed to be there, and you could tell they were engaged or not. You could pass around documents. You could share a whiteboard. You can do a lot of these same things that you can do in a conference room virtually. So virtual space, though, is way different than physical space, although it has similar protocols. So I don't know about you, but I have been invited to a great deal of little social gatherings on Zoom, like coffee hours or cocktail hours or a birthday party. And it's staying engaged is a little more challenging in virtual space. You have to be intentional about it. Where if you are actually physically with people, that sort of carries its own energy. But you have to generate the energy this way differently. And so people are learning. They're learning that staying in the conversation can take work, but it's worth it, because otherwise we don't have these good conversations and group conversations and relaxed ones and intense ones. So it's using the tools. These are all cloud tools. It's cloud software meshed together with the technology of being able to put voice over the internet. So it's very simple now that we look at it, now that we're experienced with it, but man, it was hard to invent. It took decades of work for that all to come together, I think. How far into UcaaS are we? We're roughly 20 years into from the invention to where we are today. So things didn't just happen overnight, but now it's here. And business can, at the drop of a hat, move their physical positions and still be super effective. Isn't that amazing?
It is amazing. And I have tracked this space for about 20 years. BroadSoft celebrated their 20th birthday last year, and now they're part of Cisco. So no more 21st birthday, but it's also another indicator that the industry has matured. May not be appropriate to call Cisco a symbol of the older times, but still Cisco is a predecessor of BroadSoft and what BroadSoft did for the cloud communication space. I would say that indeed today, many companies are seeing the benefits of cloud services because you can access them over the internet. You don't need to bring in a piece of hardware into your home to enable the home workers, all the people who were sent to, socially distance. You can just click on a link and a video conference gets started, or you can click to call somebody. It's indeed a completely new paradigm. And I think the time has come to understand that it's not just a cool new technology, it's actually a necessity because it's part of business continuity. As you said in the very beginning of our conversation, It's about being prepared for natural disasters, or even it's an environmentally friendly approach because it enables people to work from home and it reduces pollution from long commutes. Businesses will probably realize that they're saving money by sending people to work from home because they can shrink the real estate, the business real estate,
Yeah.
and actually, operate a little more efficiently. I think it's really great times for the UcaaS providers. I mean, they're facing certain challenges, adjusting capacity and having to quickly stand up new deployments and help businesses go through digital transformation overnight, as opposed to the usual weeks and
Hmm.
months of considerations and solution design and implementations and so on. I'm thinking that maybe not all of these providers and not all of the UCaaS businesses are doing as well. Maybe everybody's going to be affected by the macroeconomy. I think with the lockdowns, we saw some businesses shut down, we saw some workforce reduction. I'm thinking that we will all be affected one way or another. It's a domino effect in the industry, and we can try to stay positive, but we need to be thinking about business strategies to stay in business mostly.